Hello, welcome pen friends. This is part 2 of the Ferris Wheel Press Summer 2020 Kickstarter colors. They sent me the charger size, I think it's 4 or 5 mil samples of each of these 6 colors, and I think they're gonna start on June 8th, 2020. So what I have done for this second part is I've gone ahead and made tiles for each one and done chromatography, and then I pulled out some comparable colors because that's something that we do on this channel. So I'm not sure how much time I'll have, but we'll just get started. So this first one is the Ferris Wheel Press Double Raspberry, and it's just gorgeous. You can see that it's a typical fountain pen ink. This is where I put the water over the dabs of ink, and it just completely lifts it up. And then this is the chromatography right here. Very straightforward. It just went right straight up, but it's just a beautiful ink, and in a minute we'll look at some comparable colors. And then next was the 3 steamboats. Now this was the only one that did this, and you can see on the chromatography how it left a faint line there. So you could see a little bit of water resistance. Very interesting. For the most part though, these are all very typical fountain pen inks in terms of they don't have much water resistance at all, and they're just, beautiful colors. So here is the freshly squeezed Sunshine, that bright yellow, looks like a highlighter yellow. And then it did the same kind of thing, as most of them did, as far as moving right up that chromatography strip, and it stayed pretty clear cut there. Okay, and then next was Ferris Wheel Press Frivolous Lime. That's a really pretty color. I was kind of having trouble matching it too, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's just gorgeous. And then it had a neat little, it had yellow and then that tiny little kind of a blue-green stripe at the top. So the chromatography was really kind of neat. Okay, and then next was, oh, this one's still drying, but that's okay. I'm going to lose daylight if I don't do this now. So Ferris Wheel Press Definitely Peachy. And here's the chromatography. There's a little faint yellow right at the top, but that's interesting. I did these all exactly the same. I do the 15-second count and then hang them off of the little device that I have and let them dry, and wow, that really disappeared, but it's still very pretty. Okay, last but not least is Mirror Mirror of Moraine. I don't know how to say it because I'm not really sure what that is. It almost wanted to leave a little line, but no, it moved, not very far, but it did move. And it's very typical. It definitely didn't have any water resistance. So I think what we'll do is take them one by one and do a couple just real quick comparisons with some other colors that I happen to have. Okay, so here is our little spread on 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, and I will be linking in the description box and at the end on the last part of the video to the first part in case you missed that. But here is the double raspberry, and these were the 2 colors in my particular ink samples that kind of look the most similar, but both of them are more saturated. One is Noodler's Seguro Wine and one is Noodler's Cactus Fruit Eel, but that'll at least put you in the family. Let's see, it puts you in the right color family, I think. It really does, but this is by no means the only ones that are close. It's just what I have. Okay, so then next we're going to move to Ferris Wheel Press 3 Steamboats. Okay, what do I have there? I've got right here. Okay, and it's here on the Tomoe River paper, and this of course is watercolor paper. And what I have is, I've got a couple actually. I've got Noodler's Blue Nose Bear, which has quite a bit more water resistance than this one, but just for you to see that you're in that color family. Same with Diamine Eau de Nil. You know, you're getting pretty close. It's more saturated, it's darker, but still, I thought that was a good kind of a comparison. And then there's one more here. There's Vinta Inks Deep Water Blue. Now, it is a little bit different. You can see the tone is different, but it does kind of remind me of it anyway. And this one, the Deep Water Blue, doesn't have any water resistance. You don't see here where you can see that there was a little bit left behind, and we saw that on the chromatography too. So it's just just a little help for anybody who might be looking at these right before they they start with them. Okay, selling the inks. So here is Ferris Wheel Press Freshly Squeezed Sunshine. That is really bright yellow. And so the two in my ink tiles that reminded me a lot, especially this one, Birmingham Jane Grey Swiss Helm Daisy Lace, which right now Birmingham doesn't have ink available, but I think that's going to change one day. I'm waiting and hoping. And then this is Blackstone Golden Wattle. So this one is a little different. I think it has more shading. It's a little deeper, closer, maybe a little tinging toward orange. But and so this one, the Birmingham one, matches better. That's just to get you in the ballpark, and possibly you have something that looks like it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I got a real mess here. Okay, then, yeah, I'm trying to stay in order just to help. Okay, the next one is Ferris Wheel Press Frivolous Lime, and I have quite a few. I don't know why. I think it was because I was sort of having trouble. All right, the first one, and it may be the closest, I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me. Monteverde Key Lime Pie, but it's still not the same. It's a brighter kind of green, it's out of there a little. And then, believe it or not, Twisby Prairie Green. But we're still not there, are we? We're not. So, the next two that I found are off in the other direction, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Okay, this one is the Birmingham Rodman Gun Gunpowder Tea. Okay, and this is really pretty. But it's almost getting towards safari green, or it's different. And then this one is Robert Oster Netherlands Erst, which was it was for their first pen show in the Netherlands, and so it was a very limited one, but I won a bottle on Instagram. And neither of these is a match either. So that was really interesting to me, that even among my other lime colors, I wasn't finding a match. I kind of actually think that's cool. I like that. Whenever I find an ink that's a little bit unique. Okay, so next, am I going to stay in order? Yeah. Ferris Wheel Press Definitely Peachy. Okay, here's where I found a couple. This is another Ferris Wheel Press one. I don't want to get us confused. This was from the spring colors, I believe. Strawberry Macaroon. And that's, it's similar. It's just not the same. I believe we've dialed the saturation up a little, or the color, a little pinker. And then here's another Birmingham one. So Birmingham Corroded Tin goes in the other direction. It's got a lot of water resistance, where this one, the Ferris Wheel Press Peachy, doesn't. It doesn't have any water resistance, but there it is. And then I thought it was really worthy of comparison with this one, even though they're not the same. The Lip Color Pink Beige by Tasha. This does have a lot of water resistance though, and it is darker by quite a bit, even though, lighting and everything kind of causes trouble for us. There you have it. Still, the closest match was another Ferris Wheel one, which was that first one I showed you, Strawberry Macaroon. Okay, so one more. Here we go. Now, this one was tricky for me. This one was Mirror of Moraine. Okay. And let's see, which one of these four is the closest? I don't know. It was tough. I didn't really get very close to this. I kept having the feeling like there's one somewhere that is, but maybe the closest may be this one, the Artisan Pastier Encre Classic Turquoise. But it's still different. You could see there's a big difference. And teals like this always give us trouble. you know, it's going to be tough to compare them. The camera, the lighting, the screens we're working with. And then Diamine Marine, well, you don't quite make it. There's more blue in Diamine Marine. Same thing with this one. This has a little more green, so it's, you know, it's reminding me of something, and it could be, very well be that I missed something. Okay, let's get Robert Oster Tranquility, because I thought that was well worth the comparison. Although Robert Oster Tranquility is much more saturated and darker, and it's definitely one of my favorite inks. But it was close. It was like, it was in the ballpark, even though, you know, we're miles away. It was still in the ballpark. Now, I want to do this last one just because I had questions already in the comments. So this is the Mirror Mirror, the one for the summer Kickstarter. And then this is the other Ferris Wheel Press, the original one of the first 3 inks they put out. And this is Bluegrass Velvet. This is quite a bit more saturated. But people were asking things like, well, I don't know if it'd be worth it or whatnot. So that just depends on you. Like if you're looking for something more subtle and lighter, then definitely this Mirror Mirror of Moraine. And then if you're like me and you like the dark saturated and the complexity that comes in, then this one, which is still out there, is just gorgeous, and it's quite a bit more saturated. So I hope that this was helpful. We have a few minutes left. I'm not really sure how to spend it, so I'm going to go ahead and pause and think about that. Okay, I made a decision. Not very glamorous, but here's some Rhodia 80 GSM paper. And I'm still working with a glass nib because that's what I'm working with today. And I've got my Serendipity all tied up with the 30 blue inks, 30 days. I thought we'd just do a little bit of writing, very informally here, and just see what we can get. So the first one I'm starting with is the double raspberry. Hello, Coco. Coco has just woken up from a pretty significant nap. Uh-oh, I've got heavy shadowing. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I don't know why I had to write Ferris Wheel Press. We know that, right? Double raspberry. Really? What's up? Are you hungry? Okay, just a minute. There we go. There's one. Might dip again and just do a little more. Whoops! Oh! I am being messy here. This was the one I really wanted to see in the nib. I know, Coco, I know. I've been working all day, right? Jumps over the lazy dog. Uh-oh. I have a feeling he's not going to last long before he's going to have attention. Coco is going to be 10 months old very soon. So, actually, I think, yeah, you are 10 months old, aren't you? Okay. That's right. We don't want to lie about your age. Okay, next is Ferris Wheel Press 3 Steamboats. I have them in the regular vials now so that I can fit the glass nib in and fit any other pen in that I want to fill up. The little chargers are really nice just for the converters, but okay. My goodness, Coco. Okay. There we go. Okay, we know it's Ferris Wheel Press. We're just gonna put 3 steamboats. It's funny, in the evening, he goes back and forth between Manuel and me. Usually we're watching something different in different rooms, unless we happen to pick the same thing. And so he'll come and he'll yell at me, and then he'll go and he'll yell at Manuel, and then he'll lay down with one or the other of us. He'll take a nap, then when he thinks it's time for me to go to bed, he'll come and really screech at me. It's really funny. I am telling on you. I sure am. You better believe it. Why did I do that? I just I just completely cleaned off the nib. Gracious sakes. Oh, he's yawning and screaming. Quick brown. I have never had a cat that was this vocal before, and it actually, like, I'm always thinking he's in distress, and he never seems to be. He's just talking, I guess. Over the lazy dog. Uh-oh. No, don't want anything on your head, Coco. Okay, I'm not sure we're even going to get through all of these because I've got that problem I mentioned about the storage in my phone. Okay, which one would we want to see? Let's see, we got the... How about frivolous lime? Let's look at that one before we go. I don't want to see the yellow really, but I do want to see the lime and the moraine. I want to see that one too. Maybe we can do 2 more. Oh my, Coco. Okay, so this is frivolous. Lime. Oh my. Oh dear, I think he's coming up here. Oh, that could be very bad. I got water everywhere. Yep, here he comes. Oh, Coco, come on now. Don't make any spills, okay? Here, let's show the people. He's making a visit. Oh dear. I'm probably going to have to pause. Yep, I'm going to have to pause. There, Coco went to visit Manuel, so... Quick. Brown. Fox jumps over. Lazy dog. Okay. Not bad. Still, I really like a deep saturation, so the top one is still my favorite. Okay. I really wanted to try, since I'm limited on time, let's try Mirror Mirror Marine. Okay. That is... I'm looking for the card that goes with it. Oh dear. I've scrambled them all up. Here it is. That's this one. So we'll look at that one. I shouldn't be so discriminatory against yellow, but yellow never comes out good in my nibs. Even my really, really broad or stub nibs, I just don't... Oh, yellow is such a challenge. Okay. See if we can see what we're doing here. I'm getting some deep shadows, getting kind of late. Okay, that's nice. That has a little bit of readability. I like it. Moraine. He's still crying over there. My goodness, I'm not starving him. Believe me, he's overweight, I think. A little bit. We're working on it. Over. And a lazy dog. Okay. Okay, well, maybe we have time to do the other two. After all, this is not fancy. This is just a quick look at them because of the date coming up so quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and do peachy, and then we'll do the yellow. We might as well. As long as I have storage space on my phone to do it, I'll do it. And I'll try to fix it so there's no ads in the middle of the video. I've been worried about that because that's annoying. I know what it's like. Okay. There we go. It is definitely... Oh, this is horrible writing, but at least it's a chance to see it on the paper. Definitely peachy. See, I'd have to have more saturation than that. I keep dipping thinking there's, you know. Oh my, he's really, of course, Coco gets a little upset on Saturdays because we're gone in the mornings, often working and stuff, and then in the afternoon he kind of needs our attention. Goodness. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Jumps over. Ah, a lazy dog. Probably should have somehow got this into a stub, because if it's going to show up, it would probably need a stub nib. Okay. But again, that was the one I pegged right away for a good background. It's gorgeous on the Tomoe River paper, and artists would be looking at that, I'm sure. Okay, one more. We'll do the yellow. I'm trying to get out of that mode of leaving out the yellows. Okay, and this is freshly squeezed sunshine. Okay, I was like to dip it one more time before we do our sentence. Brown fox jumps over. The lazy dog. Okay, this is not good handwriting. Oh my. But I'm really not going for perfection in handwriting. I just wanted to get a chance to really see the inks a little better. Hopefully those comparisons helped you a little too, because if you're like me, I do that with everything. With every ink, I try to see, you know, what's similar to it. So I think we got a pretty good look at it, especially with the, I think it really, the Tomoe River paper just seems to complement the inks. Let's see. Get that in the viewfinder at least a little. It may not all show, but there you have it. Hopefully this was, I just hope it's helpful even to one person. That'll make it worth it for me. I really wanted to, you know, show you what the chromatography did. See, there's the mirror, and the definitely peachy, freshly squeezed, 3 steamboats, double raspberry, and frivolous lime. So there you have it. And thank you again very much to Ferris Wheel Press for sending these samples and the chargers. I think these chargers are the neatest thing, and I am going to be really enjoying those. Thank you so much. And we will see as we go forward. We may explore some of these more at some point, but they will definitely now be available. I will send them to the website, to Matt at the website, and we're getting closer on making that public. And also we will have these now for comparison going forward to other inks, and I always enjoy that. So thank you, and have a good rest of your day. Bye for now.